Okay, welcome back to Transition Point. Again, I'm your show host, Dr. Jeff Kaluyu. Remember, we are here every Saturday, 1 to 2 p.m. We take the calls, we answer your questions, we bring you other skills that you need to succeed across the metro area. We are very excited, and please feel free to call in. Tonight, before we get to the main topic, as I continue getting calls from everywhere, we're going to talk about your show host. A caller earlier had asked me, Dr. Jeff, where do you originally come from? And you know what? I'm going to take the opportunity because, funny enough, I had already decided that I'm going to talk about who I am, where I have come from, my humble beginnings, and how I became a radio show host, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, my name is Dr. Jeff Kaluyu. I was born in a small poor village in Africa. My biggest dreams as a little boy were those of my grandfather, owning a lot of animals and taking them to the fields to show off the numbers myself. A dream of being able to speak to you in distant shows and across the world was improbable. But my dreams kept burning. As a matter of fact, the earliest activities that I remember were following my grandfather to the grasslands with the goats and cows, bare feet. But after a while, I believe that is what we would call in modern times babysitting. But later I realized that my grandfather's dreams were limited. And I noticed that there were people who were having the knowledge and could led in knowledge, research, education, talking in the radios. The dream of a radio was very far. So I took up the challenge when I was sent to school in primary school. Funny enough, I was one of those students pupils we used to call them, run around, make a lot of noise in class. I couldn't sit still. And sometimes I would frustrate some teachers. But my parents, and this is important to parents, a lot of students, they are sharp enough. And sometimes we think they are restless. Sometimes we start thinking they should take medication or anything else, but that would not be the case. Well, it wasn't known about medications or anything else. But my parents thought, according to my reasoning and the way I formed my logic, they thought I was smart. And I took instructions very well. I got my grades very good, yet I was a little stubborn. And they continued to modify my behavior, supporting me, encouraging me. When I got the opportunity to study abroad in the United States, to stay in school or not to stay in school was a big question, because with no mom and dad in distant shores, it was challenging. And I had peer friends who wanted me to not go to school and be around them as well. But because I had dreamt since I was little that one day I would lead in knowledge, be a leader in those government of places or corporate places, I wanted to continue following my dream. I went and got my bachelor's degree at Ramapo College. I later went to New Jersey Institute of Technology, where I achieved my master's as well in business administration. I had a break a little bit. I went to Wall Street, my dreams still following. Worked in Wall Street, JP Morgan Chase, through the September 11, where I had a tough time when I lost a couple of my friends, and rest in peace, those friends I lost, including Eddie. I always mention that. That's a heartfelt situation. And all my friends that I had to leave and go on and join other companies, and they had to continue remembering with those memories as they worked downtown Manhattan. I went for my PhD at Rutgers. I joined PhD that was offered by Rutgers University of Medicine and Dentistry of New Jersey and NJIT, where I achieved my PhD in urban health policy and research. Did a lot of work in HIV. But because of a bachelor's in business and master's in business, I was able to have also experience in Wall Street. So I am a healthcare specialist who is very well business oriented. My dreams were coming true. Later I worked in K Street in Washington, DC as a metrics and analytics professional project manager, became a dean and some of the students, you've heard them calling, and we had a great time. I enjoyed changing people's lives. And later, I was also a professor. And later, I became a radio show host, which is today. Ladies and gentlemen, doing this is not something I just wanted to do because it is done. This is something I do because over the time, even when I was an ice cream truck guy trying to go to college to pay my school fees, you know, I gained certain experiences. I am lucky to have gone through a lot of experiences myself. And I became good in transferring those skills. Ladies and gentlemen, I do this because I want to change lives. I want young men and women and across the Washington, D.C. area to gain from my experiences, from the grasslands of Africa, to a corporate influential manager and leader in Wall Street, being a dean. All those things matter. We'll be talking about resumes. We'll be talking about how to interview. We have already spoken a little bit of it. We'll enhance that. We'll be talking about careers, how to form careers. We'll be talking about how to succeed as a student, for personal finances, things people don't take challenge to do. But I'm here to take that challenge. So, ladies and gentlemen, sit back. And that is the long and short of my story. I've written it. It's in actually the first chapter of my book called Succeeding in the Face of Challenge, Making Every Action Count. You can pick up a copy or can you order a copy at my official website, which is drjeffspeaking.com. drjeffspeaking.com. And you can also see some of the shows we have done before. As a matter of fact, if you want me to deliver one of the key speeches I usually deliver, I'm a motivational speaker as well. If you want me to deliver one of the key speeches, an energized energy with a lot of enthusiasm and excitement to excite your group, may it be corporate. I have a lot of corporate experience. When I speak knowing exactly what the corporate wants, what the university wants, what the youth want. So you can invite me, you can go to my website and send an invitation. I'll be more than happy to bring up and wake people up in your company. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the long and short of your host. I'm here just humbly to help and bring the inner city, low income and minorities, and across America, may it be black or white or blue, I'm here to take your cause and we work it out together. We'll go. Now I can see one of our caller is calling in. Professor, this is a professor, Audrey Vaughn. Go ahead, come on in.
Hi, I just wanted to say, first of all, congratulations for this spot.
Thank you.
And you have so much to offer both the professional community and the students who are aspiring to be members of the professional community.
Is this the Professor Audrey Vaughn I know?
Yes, I was your dean. You were my dean.
Oh,
we worked for several quarters together at an area university.
Oh my goodness. Professor, how are you doing?
I'm coming along nicely.
I
see from what you're saying and what you're offering, you are coming along nicely as well. I really want to congratulate you.
Thank you.
On this latest venture of yours.
Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. I'm very excited to hear some of my professors when I was a university campus dean. You know, you kind of validate when I tell people I was a university campus dean. Sure, I was a university campus dean. My professors are starting to come back. They're starting to call in. My students are calling in. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take the Washington, D.C. metro area at a storm because they know my passion. They know what I want to do. So what do you think about our show? Do you think if something is going to survive? What's going to happen? What do you think, Professor? And I'm glad for you called.
I think that it is going to be very informative, as I said before, for students who are trying to become members of the professional. They're trying to obtain a career. And I think that this what you're offering is going to be very helpful for students who want to be where you are and are aspiring to get there. And I think it is what you're offering too is good for people who are already in the profession because you are so confident in what you are giving that it will spill over to them. And I think that they, even though they may have established careers already, they will become more confident in what they're doing and more established, so that they are functioning better and maybe get those promotions that they're seeking, or to move and progress in the careers that they have chosen. You have offered so much valuable information for groups, various groups, as I say, the members of the profession, students, and maybe people who are out there who are just thinking about trying to do something. Maybe they just want to become a student and did not think that they had what they needed to be successful in a career. That's an audience too that I think that you will be reaching. You're doing so much.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, my professor. I still call you my professor. That is amazing. You really touched my heart. Hearing from a professor that I treasured, English professor, I'm telling you, when it comes to teaching, there's nobody who has, patience like Professor Audrey Vaughan, because English, you have to go through every word, correct everything. And you know what? The patience is what she has, and when she says that coming from her, it means a lot to me. So I am glad. I hope you continue being a fan. But I would like, Professor, if we to ask you a question or a request, if I invite you to come to the show and talk further about your experience and how to be better in English. Definitely, everybody needs to write in English, papers, everything. Would you come onto the show if I invited you?
Of course I would. You know I would do that.
Okay, thank you so much for calling, and continue being a fan. Tell everyone else here, we are on fire. So thank you for calling, and we'll talk soon.
Okay, and I just want to say, keep up the good work. You're offering a lot. You have a lot to offer. Don't stop.
Thank you, and have a great day now.
You too.
All right. Getting to our, final leg. We're going to be talking. This show is firing up. Ladies and gentlemen, you have 800-450-7876. 800-450-7876. Those who are joining us now, this is Dr. Jeff Kaluyu, your show host, WOL. This is Transition Point Show. WOL every Saturday, 1450, WOL 1450 AM radio, every Saturday, 1 to 2 p.m. We're going to be doing this together. This is not my show. It's yours for the asking. I consider all suggestions. You know what? I go to my website, Dr. Jeff Speaking, and you all make all those suggestions. And the topics that I think they're important or they are suggested the most, you know what? I grab them. I bring them to you. This is yours for the asking. It's your show. I bring it to you. We give you the skills that you need, cutting across the red tape, clearing the clutter in your life, living success as a clear target so that you can go and achieve it and own it. Tonight, we're going to be talking about how to create or how to really choose a career. Why did I go there, ladies and gentlemen? Why did I go there? Because you know what? A lot of people are cruising life, just working, and I told you I've been a corporate leader. I've managed a lot of people. I've been a dean, managed over 100 professors, thousands and thousands of students. I've worked in corporate America. I am not just an academic and scholar. In fact, I've just been academic and scholar for 5 years. The rest of my years, I've worked in Wall Street. I've worked in K Street in Washington, D.C. for corporate, top Fortune 500 companies. So I know how people are working. I know what it takes to manage. I know exactly what we have out there. You know what? A lot of people turn out to be bad workers because they chose a career they didn't want. You know what? Even though I encourage everybody to go to school, I told you, when you are here, I'm going to make you succeed. I'm going to push you till you move. I'm not going to leave you behind, because you know what? You matter. Whether you're blue, white, black, everybody, you matter to me, and I'm here to make a difference. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but to give you the information. Is for you to pick and roll and just go and score to the success that you need. And remember, no one has to believe in your dreams. All you need is to start dreaming. So tonight, we're going to talk about how you choose your career. How do you choose your career? You definitely need to know what career, which path. Education can be one of the best things you ever did, but it can be one of your worst nightmares. Because if you choose to go to the wrong direction and you go all the way, ladies and gentlemen, you'll be frustrated for the rest of your life. With life, I call it, every human life is a project. Look at it that way, a project. An average male in the United States lives about 82 years, and an average female lives about 86 years old. So it is an 82 or 86-year-old project that you need to manage properly. And if the right milestones are put correctly, you can stream through and achieve your goals. So how do you choose what you want to do? You know, they say if you do a job that you love, you will never have to work a single day. When I've managed people, I have seen people working badly because they simply don't like what they do. They quit long time ago and they refuse to go home. They take office like a hell with fluorescent tubes. But you don't have to do that. You know why? Because you can choose the career that you want. And everybody can be whatever they want. And ladies and gentlemen, hear me clear. There is nobody who cannot catch up with mathematics. I was a dean, a professor, and I know students who are saying that, I'm not good at math, so I'm not going to do sciences. I'm not going to be a doctor. It's all physics. It's math. X plus Y and X plus this. You know what? You have never tried hard enough. That's why you think you're not good at math. You know what? Because you're listening to your friends telling you how not good they are in mathematics, and you assume you're not good in math. Have you ever tried? Why are you living their dreams? Your dream is yours alone. And you don't have to live their dreams. Their challenges is theirs and theirs alone. Your dream, yours alone. They will never have to live your dream because you dreamt it alone. So ladies and gentlemen, there are ways you like to choose what you like so that you can enjoy it and actually make a difference in other people's lives. Now, if you ask certain questions, you begin by asking certain questions, and your parents can actually help you if you're going to school. And if you are studying, it's never too late. You can change your career anytime and choose the career you want. A friend of mine who got an employment for 6 months changed the career, went and retrained, became something new. He was brand new careers, earning a lot of money. So you can change your career anytime, and every challenge, every opportunity, instead of him looking at a job as being finished and being nervous, he looked at it as an opportunity to change for a job that he didn't like anyway to a job that he likes. So what do you like? How do you get to know what you like? You know, if you ask a question like, I've always wondered what it would be like to do, certain question, to do such and such jobs. And don't worry, how are you going to be trained? If you already got another career, you can change it. I'll tell you how. If you start asking questions, if you had the right education, what is that you like to do? A doctor, a lawyer, a project manager, a computer scientist? You got to let it flow. How do you feel? What is that when you close your eyes, you see yourself as in future? That is what you would like to be. Forget about whether you can do it or not. Forget about reasoning that stuff. That can be solved very easily. If I go to school back tomorrow, what is that I can do? Those are the things, the areas you like. Would I like to learn more about environment? Would I like to learn more about going to the moon? Astrology, weather mapping, GIS, geographical information system, computer science, artist. What do I want to be when I really want at the end? I don't want to say when I grow up, because you could be already grown up. If you went back to school and learned something hard, what is that you can do? Those questions are important. What are people saying you're good at? Your co-workers. What are they saying you're good at? Because you know what? They see you as something. Let me tell you something. When I was dean and we had faculty meetings, a lot of my faculties and professors were always waiting for when Dr. Jeff is going to speak. And, they thought I was more comedian than a speaker. I tried motivational speaking. Boy, I was received so well. I spoke some time ago for Independent School Hill in Prince George's County. I was received very well with over 100 teachers over there. I was like, this is getting good because my friends, my professors say that I'm good at this thing, and I tried at it. I was in, Los Angeles, Hollywood the other day, and joining some friends in an important event, red carpet, and I will tell you that they were very impressed in the kind of things I was talking about. So naturally, friends know what you can be. And I have to mention, when I was in Hollywood, I could not help myself take a picture of this on the Walk of Fame with the Trump star. I'll post it in my website, Trump star. So the Walk of Fame, I saw the Trump, it was very interesting. So something else going along. What do you like a lot about your current job? It can teach you what you really, really like a lot in your current job. You can learn a lot of things. And sometimes your boss sometimes tells you what you're good at. You can do this better. And those are clues. If I had a Saturday free doing something to do, if I had nothing else to do, what would I do on a Saturday? It's a weekend, but you needed to do something. What is that job you would do? I, Dr. Jeff, I do radio show, 1450, talk show. So, those are kind of things. And when you retire, what do you want to be known for? When your life is over and your sunset goes down, what is that you want to be known for? See, there are clues and patterns in all those things. And those help you to choose a career. You will look, there will be patterns of those, and that can give you where you want to be, what kind of career you want to choose. I give it to you solid. I don't cut corners, ladies and gentlemen. I don't cut corners. I've changed. You remember, I was an MBA Finance Economics. I was Bachelor's Finance Economics as well. I went to medical school, ladies and gentlemen, and I went to health. I wanted to do that. So you can always do what you want. And guess what? As I continue growing as a leader and everything else, I've known that I can inseminate information, speaking publicly. And guess what? I'm doing it. I choose what I like doing. That is how you choose a career. Ladies and gentlemen, again, if you want me to deliver one of my powerful speeches, succeeding on the face of challenge, or timing, or transition point, becoming of a leader, feel free. You can always call me at 240-595-2708, 240-595-2708, or go to my website, drjeffspeaking.com. drjeffspeaking.com, and leave a comment. Tell us how we are doing, whether we need to go forward. I take those comments and incorporate them in this show. We are on fire every time, and I'm leaving nothing else, nothing in the field. We lay it there. We let you pick and roll. We leave success as a clear target, ladies and gentlemen. Pick up one of those books. When you buy my book, ladies and gentlemen, you're not just doing it for the money for me. You are doing it to continue helping me to bring this show to you without failure, fearlessly, and going to you all the way, ladies and gentlemen. So, until next weekend, I really thank you for listening. Continue being a fan. Continue telling people about this show. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dr. Jeff, Transition Point, every Saturday, 1 to 2 p.m., 1450. Take care now. See you next week.
Thank you. See you next week. We facilitate, we take the lead.
How's it going? I'm having a stroke. Are you going to shake my hand or what? I'm having a stroke. Wow, you're not even moving your arm. I'm having a stroke. Are you okay? I'm having a stroke. Your face looks weird too. I'm having a seizure or something. I'm having a stroke. When someone's having a stroke, they may not be able to say it with words, but their body language will tell you loud and clear. I'm having a stroke. You just need to know